like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you.
Hello.
Oh, God. And you can do it. John Malama says in the classic, you could be doing anything, but instead you're watching me, and that makes my skin crawl.
Right. You're paying me attention.
We're watching you, honey, because it's not because we like you. It's because we're confused by you, and we're waiting for
We're studying you.
It's not because we think you're great and precious and we want you to keep doing it. It's because we are just gobsmacked by what's happening.
I thought so too, Kimberly.
Thank
you, Kimberly. Thank you, honey. Girls Journey, yes, you're right. She thinks when she finds something that is funny, she'll say it over and over and over again. Like if I have to hear about Jackie Chan and Medea one more time, I'm going to come through the screen and rip her head in half. Like I just can't. I just can't with her. Oh, damn. Ugh. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Okay. Damn.
Well, I wanted Woman to come on with us tonight because I'm super interested in like the production of the show and stuff. I'm not
okay.
Maybe I'm the only one, but
no, George, it was not. It was fake.
But we all know that basically the email to the Dr. Phil show was sent by one of us, not one of like literally us, but like one of the community girls, and like within like hours, the Dr. Phil show had contacted TT, and the ball was set into motion. Yeah. And it was only about 4 or 5 days later they were actually taping the episode, y'all.
Yes.
And it wasn't a week later. It was like a week and a few days later the show was on the air.
Yeah.
This happened.
They bumped something. They had to bump something.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, well, maybe she did take a time off." What do you?
Everyone was thinking it was going to air like in January.
Yeah, February. Yeah, I heard all kinds of
things. From like email to like show airing was like less than 2 weeks. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
So I'm really interested to see what Woman has to say as far as like, I mean, I want to know like the particulars. Okay. And I really thought it was interesting when you said that they wanted what the show wanted to know from you. Like they wanted to see like photos of your teeth.
Yes, they did. They well, we spent the better part. We kind of found out about this on, I think it was Friday. Friday was when we kind of got the notice that this was going to happen, and he, Keyshawn is the producer, and he went into Trisha's stream and contacted her that way, gave his phone number and everything. So that's when we got the first like hint at that was kind of happening. And then of course the person who contacted the show let all of us know that, hey, the show's written her back and they're considering, they want to know more information because they're considering.
How long was it before the email was sent before they contacted her? Do we know?
Not even a few days, like not even a long time at all. A few days.
Like the next day. Like I watched all that unfold. It's like right there. Yeah.
And then so all day Saturday though, we thought this was fake. We thought everything from, this is a giant setup to, this person is a catfish. We thought all kinds of terrible things. Like we couldn't believe it. And the person in our community that contacted her took a lot of heat from everybody because, why the heck would you do this? You're giving her a platform on national television. What is wrong with you? Everybody was upset with her. And so she bailed out. She's like, okay, never mind, then I won't do anything. And then I thought, okay, well then of course it's fake because, that's just too convenient that of course you're backing out and this can't be real and whatever. The end of Saturday night, I was nominated by a group of people to, I don't know, draw the short straw, I guess, and contact the producer and give him my phone number. I was very scared to do it because I still didn't know that this was real. And I thought, here I am giving my phone number to some crazy person and possibly a catfish. And I made up a fake email account and gave him that to talk to me on because I thought I'm not getting hacked by this fool, I just didn't know. So then he wanted to she fell down, George. She was faking that whole thing. That was a mess. He wanted to talk to me on Sunday. So by Sunday we still didn't know if this was real. So mind you, we're taping Wednesday. So we're running out of time to get everything. And all day Saturday, I kept saying to people, look, if this is real and we're not doing anything, and meanwhile, she's already been flown out to LA or Hollywood or whatever. And we're sitting around, saying this is fake and not real. We're going to be in trouble. Because, when the show airs, it's going to be the Trisha show, and we're not going to have our side represented at all. Thank you, Anna. Yeah. Yes, Booker. That's who it was. Not a call. It was an email. So by Sunday, the producer, I finally get in touch with the producer. By Sunday, the producer, I finally get in touch with the producer. By Sunday, the producer, I finally get in touch with the producer. They want me to vet him to see if he's real. I figure out that he's certainly more real than I thought he was. And I thought, well, if this is real, we need to do this. So pretty much for 24 hours straight, we were collecting, we were sending the producer's number out to everybody, call this guy, he's real, tell your stories. So everybody that we could think of that needed a story to be told, we sent the number around. People passed it around. Meanwhile, we were collecting video footage. We were getting all the screenshots of stuff that we had. People have been collecting stuff for a year now. Thank you, Drama Llama. Thank you, babe. We've been people have been collecting stuff for a year. So the producers would ask me for something, and then I would send out the message to the few people that I was allowed to talk to. I was not allowed to talk to everybody. I wasn't allowed to be public about it, so I was real quiet on Twitter. Nobody really heard from me. But in private, I was allowed to talk to a few people to get, the videos and things that we needed because they had them and I didn't. And the producers gave me permission to do that. They did have me record a promise, I guess, that I wouldn't discuss it. So they had a recording of me doing that. And then they started the interview process. Thank you, Cash. Oh, damn. Ugh. Sarah says I'm literally shook over this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Hey. Okay. Damn. Then they started the interview process. They asked me everything, childhood stuff. What do I do when I get angry? What do I do when I'm afraid? What's my biggest fear? They asked.
Was that a phone call that this
Yes.
all happened on?
Yes, I was on the phone for hours and hours. And again, mind you, still not sure this was real. So here I am telling deep, dark things about my life. And I still was not 100% sure that these people were real. But I figured I can't not do it. I have to do something because again, we need our side represented and this is the only way to do it. So then they started asking me about my appearance. They wanted me to send pictures. They asked me if I have all my teeth. They wanted me to send a picture of just my teeth. That was awesome. They asked me if I had any missing limbs. Do both of my eyes point forward? Just ridiculous stuff. But I guess for TV, that has to, I guess they have to think of that, I guess.
I mean, what were they going to do what if you said no? I have a cross eye or a lazy eye. What would they do?
I don't know what they would have done. I don't know what the answer would have been. Okay, never mind, next. I don't know.
See, this is the part that I love to hear. I'm just fascinated by, I'm a photographer, so I love to hear about the production aspect of stuff. So yeah, this is great to me. Go ahead.
Thank you, Creative. You're so sweet, babe. Yeah, they did. And they did. They asked me if I had any skin anomalies, do I have any skin tags? All kinds of lavender. They did, and they got so mad at me. They had to do makeup and wardrobe all over again because of that piece of chicken. So Tracy, yes, that was pretty funny. It's my favorite part of the show. So anyway, yeah, so then, they had me come out. They came and got me on Monday. They sent a private car for me to my house to pick me up. And I had my son come take a picture of the license plate and the picture of the guy driving. And I told him, if you do not hear from me in 2 hours, you need to call 911 because I still didn't know. I'm going to go, I could be in this moment. And, so then they brought me to the studio and put me in hair and makeup. And then probably by then is when I realized, okay, this is real. Isn't that funny that it took me that long? Oh, damn. Ugh. Sarah says I'm literally shook over this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Ugh. Okay. Damn. I don't know the reason that TDM was not there. I mean, I heard what he said. I think that I guess he's too scary looking or something. My understanding, though, and this is the God's honest truth, my understanding from what the producers told me was that they didn't want her to jump. They didn't want her to bail on this, and they thought that she would. If she knew that, you know, certain people, she named off certain people that she absolutely did not want to see, and if they showed up, she would leave. She would walk off the show, and they really didn't want that to happen. They wanted this show to happen. I thought about that girl's journey, and of course that was my first people I thought about. And they have the producers told me that they've actually made teeth for people coming on the show. So like if I did have missing teeth, I guess they would have made me fake teeth or something. I don't know. Oh, damn. Ugh. Sarah says I'm literally shook over this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Ugh. Okay. Damn. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
I guess
so yeah.
You have a full set of teeth and eyes that point forward.
I do. I know. I'm very fortunate that I'm okay in that way. Yes. I know that they've had people on the show before that are not, that haven't they? Has every guest, now I'm trying to think back, has everybody, always had eyes that point forward and all their teeth?
I guess he has lovely guests. Like,
I guess so.
It's LA after all.
I guess it's Hollywood. I knew one was missing a tooth. No, I have all my teeth. It was pretty funny to take a picture of my teeth and send that in. I'm not going to lie. That was odd. But I thought that was pretty funny. Hold on. Come in. Oh, damn. Ugh. Sarah says I'm literally shook over this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Anyway, I know. So yeah, then they did the show. They had me, they brought me out on Monday. And mind you, we're filming Wednesday. They brought me out on Monday I know, right, Cash? Me too. I'm always going to be checking now. What did they fix on you?
Like the email was sent to even put her up for the consideration for the show on like Friday.
Yeah.
And so
it was insane how fast this went. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So when people say like, well, I didn't even get a call till like 2 days before the show. Well, dude, you got a lot more notice than some people.
Yeah.
Because like, honestly, like people, this was a whirlwind. People were working around the clock, absolutely, and literally around the clock to get the stuff that the producers wanted. They filmed me on Monday doing my stuff that you see in the blue shirt, which is like all the stuff that you see like right before I come out, like to introduce me or whatever.
And what is that like? I mean, so like you park? Do you park is there a parking lot? Like do you park and like walk in?
They brought me
the door? Like
they brought me there in a car. Yeah, they brought me there in a car. Then they walked me into the studio, and they gave me hair and makeup and wardrobe. They dressed me, and they, put me,
you're going way
hair
too
and makeup.
fast. Way too fast. Okay, so they send a car for you, and then somebody like escorts you into the studio.
Yes.
And then they say like, okay, now we're gonna do hair. Now we're gonna do So they just kind of like tell you, okay, do they say, hey, how do you wear your hair, or they just fix it however they want?
How they wanted me. They gave me a email that had like instructions for what they wanted. So they wanted me barefaced and clean and dry hair. That's it. So I had to wash my hair and blow dry it, and then and just wash my face, have it be a clean face. And so then when I got there, they did my makeup and then they styled my hair. Oh, damn. Ugh. Sarah says I'm literally shook over this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know anything about this story. I'm just now hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. Ugh. Okay. Damn.
like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you.